Spacebuster 2061. The tales of Wild Billy Whitlow and his alleged deliverance of the Earth from mortal peril. Disc 2, Something Else Matters. Episode 2, The Pompatus of Tinagra. Were either one of those good, you think?
Right? It's so good.
What'd you say this is called?
Macaroni and cheese. My mom said it's a delicacy on Earth.
Never heard of it.
My mom said it was invented by a guy named Yankee Doodle, but he made it in his hat out of horse meat and feathers, or something like that.
Guy was a genius.
So, can we keep going? With the story.
How should I know? Your mom's the one that tells it.
No, the story of the Wonderfuls.
Oh, Wild Billy.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, right. I think they were plummeting towards the surface of an unknown planet.
Yeah.
Can't I finish my maki with cheese first?
Let's do both. I'll get the record.
Fine, but I'm keeping the leftovers. Okay. So as you may have guessed, since there's still more on the album, they survived the crash. But not without problems.
Did we make it? Did we land? Are we alive?
Barely. I was undamaged in the crash, but I have not yet had time to see to the rest of you, as I am attempting to get the fire suppression systems online and... much better.
Tony, you okay?
Solid, boss.
Wait. Oh God. Oh God. Oh no.
What is it? Who's injured?
Layla!
What?
Oh no. Guitar. Oh man. That guitar you had since little human. No replacing that thing.
Mr. Whitlow, while I do appreciate the gravity of the situation, I'm afraid there are more pressing matters. Nearly all of the systems are offline, including engines and life support. There are multiple hull breaches, and as for the main power, at this point, I'm not sure the Albatross will ever fly again.
Tony fix ship.
I appreciate your enthusiasm, Tony, but I'm afraid that's just not likely. Main power is completely blown, and I believe the thruster assembly is beyond repair. We'd need an entire new one to even get off the ground. Well, and also that.
What the hell is that?
Well, based on the baritone growlings and cadence, I'd say it was a red-footed. How the hell should I know?
Whatever it is, it doesn't sound friendly. Are there any weapons on this ship?
I brought guns.
Seriously? Hand them out, fast.
No. These guns.
Not the best timing, man.
Okay, I holster them.
We'll need to close up the breaches the best we can and try to come up with a...
Get out of here.
That's a human.
Get out of here, you.
We don't yet know that for sure.
Go.
Many species can impersonate a human voice.
We should answer them.
Not yet.
It's all right. We're human too. At least some of us.
You heard him. What are we waiting for?
Hello? This is a human ship, right? Anyone in there?
How do we know you're really human?
You could always just open the damn door.
Oh, you're gonna have to do better than that.
Wait, I've got an idea. Alright, we're coming. You really are human. Who are you?
Oh, that's a long story. And first, we gotta get you out of here before the beast comes back. Don't mind them. They're just excited to meet new people. That all of you?
Yes, currently just the three of us, but we must remain here and see to our ship.
That's not a good idea with your friend's arm bleeding like that.
Billy, your arm. Why didn't you say something?
What's the point of having arms when you got no guitar?
Tony teach you drums. You only got half as many Vogue arms, but twice as many Def Leppard arms. Should be easy.
We can provide assistance, but the sooner the better.
I'm bringing Layla. What's left of her?
Tony stay. Seal breach. Keep beast out. Then fix ship.
Tony, as always, I appreciate your optimism, but... And he's sealing himself inside the ship.
Thoughts and prayers.
Well, all right then. Tony, is it? Tinagra City is about 2 kilometers that way, toward the sunset. I advise you either to head that way soon or stay in the ship overnight.
Thoughts and prayers.
Everyone else, move out.
Wait, pardon me, did you say Tinagra City? Humans and Arcanids all wearing roughly fashioned clothes made from local materials? Sir, do you mean to tell me that you were the passengers on the crew of the USS Tinagra?
You've heard of us?
Of course! You departed Earth just days before the shield went up. Everyone thought you were dead.
What shield? Does this have something to do with why we haven't got any communications back from Earth in about 12 years?
Yeah, I think we all need to sit a spell, but if you don't mind, I'm running on fumes here, and I'm pretty sure I'm going into shock. Yep, here it comes.
But Layla's not really destroyed, right? It's just like a trick?
What? A trick? Who would be tricking who?
I don't know, I just mean like, that can't be the end of Billy's guitar.
Why not? Things break, especially when you incorrectly execute the Riker maneuver and then get shot out of the sky, then crash land without working thrusters.
But like, he has to play Layla. If he just goes out and gets an astro harp, that wouldn't be a good story.
Oh, not a good story? Hold on a second, let me check something really quick. Nope. Sign says nothing about good stories, so you can either listen to this story or buy a record and leave like normal people.
All right. Yeah, let's keep going.
Magic word.
Please.
Good. Now, some of the Arcanid children had run ahead of the group back to what they called Tinagra City, which is basically a village made of sticks, leaves, and shit parts. By the time Billy arrived, word of the crash had spread, and the people decided to welcome the visitors the best way they knew how.
That was remarkable. It is clear to me that in the face of adversity, your two peoples have truly come together as one for the benefit of all. Dare I say that this village is thriving?
Why, thank you.
And that song, I had heard Arcanid tribal rhythms before, but were they playing in jazz scales?
You got quite the ear. I see you're feeling better after a little rest. Billy, was it?
Yes, I'm much better. Thank you, Mr.
That's right. I never introduced myself. Maurice Callahan. But some people call me...
The Space Cowboy, of course. You led the rogue colonization effort. I remember you now.
Well, I don't. Anyone want to fill me in?
I'm not so sure about the cyborg here, but you, boy, you're human. You ought to know this story by now, but here goes. As soon as the Whitlow guy showed up on TV telling everyone he had been talking to aliens, ships started coming to Earth. People started thinking they wanted to head into space and see what was out there. I put together a group of like-minded individuals, and we made up a plan and decided to start over someplace new. Picked out a pretty little planet and everything. But there was a problem.
The government.
Hell, all the governments. All this was so new, there weren't any rules yet. Took us years to get approval from the U.S., but then the UN starts claiming the U.S. don't have a right to decide. In the end, we just gradually and quickly made our way to Turtle Station and hired an Arcanid crew to take us the rest of the way.
That's all anyone knew. It was assumed that you had all been killed in the Kekt attack a few days later.
Not far from it. We weren't long into the trip when it happened. Luckily, if anyone is prepared for a surprise attack from the Kekt, it's the Arcanids. We beat them back. Not without some damage, though. We were forced to land here on about the only solid piece of rock on this planet, and the ship was in no shape to make it back into orbit. So we made the best of it.
And you've been here since? The Arcanid crew and the human colonists?
That's right. We're a bit spread out now, but Tinagra City is where we started. Hell, half the buildings are made of old ship parts.
The Kekt were the ones who blew up the Arcanid homeworld, right?
Boy, you just don't know a damn thing, do you? The Arcanid homeworld was a moon of the planet Kekt until they destroyed it. The Kekt are the most ancient species in the whole part of the galaxy. The whole time the Arcanic civilization was developing, they would look up into the sky and see the cities and lights of planet Kekt, and to the Arcanics, that was like the home of the gods above your head every night. Their civilization was built around that idea. Religion and space travel were pretty much the same thing to them.
You keep using the past tense.
I do. When my little friends finally built a rocket and made it to Kekt, their crew was instantly slaughtered. You see, what the Kekt value more than anything is
Stasis?
that's right. The Kekt spent most of their lives in what we called hibernation. If they could, they'd spend every minute living that way. Anything they see as a threat to their status has got to go. They weren't prepared for the arrival of another species, so just kill them all. By the time the Arcanic blood had dried on their floors, the Kekt began a space program of their own, just to wipe out the Arcanics.
Wait, so the Kekt had advanced tech in cities but no space program already?
Stasis, Billy. To the Kekt, before the arrival of a threat, there was no need for a space program. From what I know about their psychology, I doubt they'd ever even considered the idea before the Arcanids arrived.
Sounds about right. Anyway, only thing that saved the Arcanics was their head start. Many of them managed to evacuate, but the whole damn moon was obliterated, and the Arcanics have been on their own ever since.
That, seems to explain why the Kekt never kept pressing since that first attack on Earth. Whether they expected the shield or not, at the end of the day, humans were bottled up.
Yeah, you better fill me in on that part. Last we knew, the Kekt had never been anywhere near Earth.
We can only relay what little we know. A few days after your ship departed Turles Station, at presumably the same time that you were attacked, the Kekt began a surprise assault on Earth and all of Earth's ships and properties. I don't know how much surface damage was sustained, as a large planetary shield went up shortly after the attack started. I had no idea Earth even possessed such technologies. Since that time, we've been cut off from Earth. Kekt ships still patrol near the planet, effectively sealing it up from all outside interactions.
So then you, boy.
Billy, yes. I've been stuck outside it along with the rest of us who happen to be on the wrong side of the magnetosphere at the time.
Damn. Hell of a life. Listen, what is it exactly you need?
Well, to be blunt, we need to get off this planet as fast as possible to rescue my pianist.
Then, to be equally blunt, I'm not sure I can help you. From what I saw of your ship, she's in worse shape than ours was.
The breaches I think I can deal with. It's the power core and the thruster assembly that will be a problem.
There's only one thruster assembly here, and we use it to run the water extractor. As for the power core, we're in the same boat. Ours was destroyed 12 years ago. Honestly, even if I had one, I'd keep it for the city.
About the thruster assembly, would you consider some kind of trade?
I don't mean to be rude, Mr. Lakefoot, but I don't think you've got anything that valuable. We're pretty happy here. The land is full of plants and animals. The weather's nice. We've even got this great wine the Arcanids brew out of rotten berries. Just about the only problem we've got is that damn beast.
Oh, what if we did something about that?
What? The beast? Fella, I admit, you got a set of brass ball bearings on you, but he's eluded us for years.
An aluminum composite, but still. Let's say we did eliminate this threat. Would you consider relinquishing your thruster assembly?
You serious?
Quite serious.
You take care of the beast permanently, and the assembly's yours.
Oh, excellent. Before we retire for the evening, I am curious about your...
Oh, hello. This is, well, was my guitar, Layla. Yeah, in the crash. Oh, no, I appreciate it, but...
Before you refuse, Billy, please consider the reputation for skill among these people, as well as proper courtesy when being treated as a guest.
Yeah, I mean, normally, of course, but this is Layla, and I just...
Boy, just shut your mouth and let him fix it. Trust me on this one, all right?
Yeah, here you go, and, please, be careful.
Hey guys!
Is that...
Hey guys!
Yes,
Good news!
that's Tony.
Good news! Picture your thoughts on this. Tony Chicago, professional, alone in ship, try to fix. Start thinking, what Tony know about rocket ship? And that make me think of Rocket Man. So, ask self, what Rocket Man do if ship broke? And answer was, burn out fuse out here alone. So, Tony check, and main power just blow fuse.
My God, are you serious?
Vogue never lie about fuses.
Oh, Tony, you're a genius.
Well, that sounds like good news. Now, folks, if you'll excuse me, there's a wedding today, and we practice prima nocta, so I've got to get going. My assistant is preparing your lodgings and should be along shortly to take you there. I look forward to hearing your plan for the beast.
Lakefoot!
Yes?
What is your plan for the beast?
Oh, I wouldn't worry about it. I'm sure something will come to us.
Us, right. When this is all over, I've got an ever-growing list of questions for you.
What about me?
What?
Any question for me?
No, none that I can think of.
Tony had interesting life. Lots of good stories. If you had questions, would answer them.
Okay, well, thank you.
Like time Plu guys say 6 drum better than 4 drum. You want to hear that one? Of course you do. Plu guys say 6 drums better than 4 drums.
Uh-huh.
So, Tony beat him with drumstick till he dead. Later, Tony tries 6 drum. Turns out guy was right.
Great. Thanks, Tony.
Killed his wife too, but that was accident.
Cool. Wait, what?
Excuse me,
Oh, yeah. Hey, can I help you?
is this an original pressing of Dick in a Box?
This is the only pressing of the picture disc. We have the box in back too, but yeah, no returns.
No, wait. We were in the middle of...
Shut up, kid. If I may, sir and or ma'am, I'd like to point out our selection of quality phonographic needles, far preferable to what comes stock on your average.
Come on. I want to know their plan for taking on the beast.
That's it. You're done for the night. Come back tomorrow. Bring more of that Mork and cheese or something. And if you're polite, we'll continue. Now, as I was saying, your average factory needle is composed mainly of dolomite, which, over time, can have a negative effect on record playback.
Space Busker 2061, Episode 5, written by Paul Masseri, Nat Roth, and Josh Price. As for the voices, that'd be Nat as Tom the record store owner, Landon Lowe as Trevor. As always, Dylan Kroll was our Billy, and Jay Moses as Lakefoot. Paul was Tony and the Beast, while the great Mr. Anthony Morantz voiced Maurice Callahan. Aside from the intro guitar and what you're hearing now, which is Guy James as usual, this episode's music was just Josh Price. Same goes for sound and editing, with Cedric Yee on the mastering. On the next very special episode of Space Busker 2061.
Let her go, Secundus. Get out of my way, or I will crush her skull. Drop her. One more bark or whimper from you, and her brain is dust. Try me. Do what he says. You will kill her.
Who are you?
I'm a fellow officer. I'm in pursuit of this man.
He's not armed. You can nail him.
I don't think so.